Hello and welcome. Welcome to my space, and I love you. Welcome to today. Let's get into it. My name is April, and I'm here to deliver messages that are hard to see in yourself. 2019. This has to do with the universe provoking you to step into your light. Now, 2019 for me was a year where I moved out of the country back into the city to start to what I thought was going to be my family apartment, my family life, my fresh start, which ended up being single motherhood. And working back at a restaurant, something that I hadn't done sober. But it did bring me to my true light. It did bring me to the truth of my light. It took me another 2 years to find that. But it was the start of it. 2019, so we're going back 6 years. Alrighty. This may have something to do with being evicted. It may have something to do with trusting someone who wasn't trustable. It may have something to do with the universe encouraging you to step into the unknown. You trying to create a better life for yourself, and it ended up being a life where you showed up for yourself, finally. That union with yourself was so that you could create a happy home from a mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual standpoint. Okay. I have harmony, the lovers, yes, the decision. I have the Four of Wands in the background here, that pillar, that canopy. The celebration of a balanced relationship. Rest and rejuvenation. There was healing involved. There was reconnection to the forest. There was an openness to become grounded and rooted in the physical world so that you could move past anything that was hurting you. Where your transformation took place, where you went through a deep spiritual journey that had you a deep metaphysical transformation occurred. Sorry. This transformation had everything you ever thought you were in question, and you came out on the other side as something totally different than you expected that you could be, so that you could create things in your reality from a firm foundation, from the bottom up, so that you could build brick by brick and face any obstacle. Allow yourself to be strong. Allow your creations to be strong, your relationships to be strong. 44 for me is revealing secrecy. 6, 4, 4, 1, 3. So we have 13, 14, 27, 9. It's been a process. And that process is bringing you to the now moment. 9, our year is a 9 year. This year is a 9 year. So pay attention for the numbers about it. Like January is a 1, the 2nd is a 2, and then the 9. So it would be 1 to 9, which is 12, which is a 3. But pay attention to when the number is 9. Pay attention all this year to when the number adds up to 9. This is when you're in your firmest building state. This is when you're being the truest to your own inner compass, your own truth, your own feeling of balance and harmony. Oh, yeah, it's good stuff. Oh, okay. I can only use my story as an example. And I know people don't really care for those type of readings, but there are things to uncover here from an example. 9 again. We got 9 again. This whole year. You may be put in isolation, or we may be reviewing the isolation that you have been in since 2019. Now, my isolation goes way further back than that. But whatever this isolation was, it was to bring power to your shadow. Oh my God, I can't make it up. So, this is a double down, double up, double down, double up, double down. So sometimes you have to move backwards to go forwards. The shadow. The shadow is the moon card. Getting in tune with your dark side. Being able to evaluate the subconscious programming that is causing the root issue. Now, that firm foundation, that root issue. This is being able to have visual with the energy that put you in that shadow. And you do need time alone to be able to do this process, to bring back your willpower, to be a sovereign soul, to be in harmony with your light and your dark. Now, the moon card doesn't want to be called an illusion anymore in my reality. The moon has asked me to stop calling it an illusion. Now, this is the reason why. There are only 13 nights out of the whole year where the moon actually is in a state of darkness. Every other time, every other day of the year, so we have 343 days of the year where that moon is highlighting those illusions. It's trying to bring light to those places and spaces. It's not the illusions. It is the thing that actually illuminates the illusions. Okay, my crown chakra is really tingling. So we have S's going on. Solitude, solar plexus chakra, and shadow. Now, confront is coming up here too. That's the moon card again. And flow. In order to get into the flow, you're going to have to address these inner children woundings that are still creating the shadow. So this inner child is standing in your shadow, creating a place that is dry. That dryness is like lack of growth. As long as this shadow hides in the darkness, there is lack of growth, lack of flow, lack of incoming abundance. Okay. Let me see. Do I take these ones? This is the hard journey of mastering our temptations, of releasing our caged heart. This is the Devil card. Bringing it back into a state of love and confidence and willpower. Yellow and green. Now, this heart is black. Is it black or brown? Maybe it's the reddest red you can find. It's tarnished. I want to call it tarnished. It's it's expressing the wrong frequency. It's not the truth of who you are, but somebody placed a cage around your heart to make you feel like you could not express the truth of who you are. Awaiting results. We have taken the time to plant the seeds, to make it grow. We are trying to get into this golden frequency so we can bring pear or peach, apple, wisdom into the heart space. This person really feels Amish to me, so you may be getting back to like a wholesomeness. Blossom. Now, Blossom was judgment. Judgment was on the bottom before. There is something here that brings your light and power into this healing state. This is when you realize you have the power to create your own reality, to create your own healing, to... Okay, let me get it. This is the chi. Cultivate your own frequency. Here's the transformation coming out again on the other side now. So we have the release of the shadow, the release of the darkness, the release of the heavy burden of what that cage that was placed around your heart. For me, these little tiny orbs, those are our spirit team guides and ancestors, and most of our spirit team, except for our guardian angel. Our guardian angel is assigned to us, and that is something outside of, that is a protector, that is a guardian, that is always available for us. Now the other ones, the guides, are all aspects of you in a different form of reality. I'm getting a no, but I don't believe this no. I've been told that before. Maybe not everybody's going to agree with that, but that's fine. Different expressions of yourself are trying to assist you through this hard transformation. You've been here before. This is what you've come here to do. You've come here to free your family line of all the heaviness that they have entered into contractual agreement with lower density energies that create shadow aspects that you have come here to release. It does take time alone to release them. And then I have the Emperor and the Hierophant. Usually they are both masculine energies. This is lead and teach. You're here for a very important role. You're here for this leader, this emperor, has addressed his shadow contracts and his light contracts. He's brought in light to his shadow. Now he realizes when he's in his light form, he is crowned and can wear his heart openly on his chest. It's not bound and it's not caged. He's worked his way out of the shadow aspect of the heart space. Our heart space is one of the things that is attacked when we are on this journey of trusting ourselves, inner guidance, inner wisdom, removing the programming of society's form. And then, see how it starts at the yellow and goes down into the green, just like the Master card, which was the Devil card? We've descended into the heart space, and now we can teach from a loving space. We're not trying to project our woundings. I have to put this like it's, I have to put it like it's how it's supposed to show up. Thank you. We're not trying to project our woundings onto the children. We're trying to make them grow from a space of love. Now this together is a 9 again. $45. 45 was, what was like 45 in 2020? Uh, 45, in reference to age, was the year 2020 for me. So, like, that beginning 2019, we're right on track. 2020 was when I received my healing capabilities. I have this I have this sacral chakra underneath here with the High Priestess and the coming together. Now this is 202. So this is like coming into union with the universe and being heavily protected while doing so. This side isn't like that. This is the feminine energy. This is the feminine energy coming into her spiritual growth, her spiritual height. And I don't mean spiritual like, oh, I am... Spirituality has gotten overthrown by this new age idea of what everybody needs to be, this high vibrational light, this. It's a false reality. Now, I mean, it is available for reality, but the way they sell it to you is false. You don't need to pay anybody else money to be able to do this process on your own. You don't need the steps. You don't need, like, it's in you already. The program is in you already. It's not outside of you. And that's hard because I want to create a spiritual business where I can have people come to me for guidance, for readings, for energy clearing. But I always say, I can't tell you anything that you don't already know. I'm not doing for you anything you don't know how to do for yourself. Because honesty is my authenticity. Now, okay, let me gather my thoughts. Can I ground right now, please? Okay, let me add it all up. I have 18 and 18, so we got 32, 42, 43, 44, 5, 46, 47, 48. 48 total. That may be something that happened last year actually got you into this understanding that you needed to address your shadow and you needed to release that heavy burden. I know that with my own journey, I've been in solitude since 2012. I've been on the healing journey. I changed my whole life. I changed everything about myself. I became a mother. Changed everything about myself. Changed my routine, changed my habits, changed everything. But nothing was moving forward. It's because I was ignoring the shadow. I was ignoring the core wounding. I was ignoring doing the deep dive into the subconscious mind. I almost said into the psychotic mind. Not mine. That's not mine. I will not accept that as my reality. My mind was not psychotic. There is a psychotic energy attached to who I am that tries to make me believe that I am darkness over light. But that is their energy. Oh, I'm getting that there's multiple energies like that in my system, or in around my system, but those are projections onto me. They don't affect my reality. Well, I understand they're in my awareness, and they're in my awareness to show me what I looked like when I was asleep. Everything is always here for a reason. Oh, this is upside down. Can I shuffle it correctly? Now, I want to look into these shadows. This release, the shadow, the solitude, what we're supposed to be teaching. I want to put another layer on here with my shadow deck. It's not really a shadow deck, but it really has shadow images on it. Like, I've never seen a deck like this before. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of decks, but... Oh, that's in reverse. The Emperor is inside here in reverse. My decks are pretty tight in upright position, so... Okay, so the shadow. Nine of Cups. In the conscious mind, but we're not looking at it. Gratification, satisfaction, and letting the mind run. We're not looking at it, though. We're just letting it happen. What's the power, the willpower that we're trying to get back? The willpower. That Nine of Cups has koi fish on it, so it's supposed to be a lucky card. It's supposed to be like making your own happiness. I have the Hierophant coming out again. It fell here, and I'm going to leave it there. So it's falling on top of the Hierophant. For wisdom, emotional consistency, and coherence. That's why you're able to teach, because you've found a way to stay in this emotional consistency. Can I have the solar plexus, please? High Priestess, again. awareness, intuition, and perception. So if you're feeling like you're not in power, what are all these cards doing upside down? Tap into your inner knowing. Tap into your deep subconscious mind. This is in the consciousness. This is available in your conscious reality. She's carrying that wand, that giant wand. Her crown is immense, and she's got that scroll wide open, like she's reviewing the contract. She knows what it says. I never noticed that before. On this side, her staff is of a cross. And on this side, it is of a spiral. So, something is awry with how you're viewing your willpower. It's a cross. Now, the cross is of a masculine form. The Ankh is the feminine and masculine form, and the spiral is the universe. We have the Eight of Wands coming in reverse. It is a conscious programming that we're not looking at, and it is motion, turbines of emotions, and brainstorming. So you got put into timeout. You got put into isolation and solitude so that you could get into the proper motion, so you could deal with your turbines of emotions and you could brainstorm. But you're not looking at it like that. You're looking at it like, maybe you're looking at it like it is timeout. I know that I was very upset about getting put back in timeout when I moved into the country, or when I moved into the city from the country, and then we went into COVID. I was already by myself for 3 years, and I had been in a state of some kind of segregation for 7 years before that. So, like, my isolation period has been lengthy at best. I know I'm a Taurus, and I know that we do things slowly, but man, thanks, universe. Oh, we got another one upside down. What the heck is going on? Sorry for this. Okay. So my journey has been very, 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 very Knight of Pentacles. Very slow. Very steady, very moving forward, but at a snail's pace. It is... Why are there so many upside down? I don't understand. Okay, here we go. I think that they're all right now. What is this shadow release? What are we doing here? What is it? What is being released? Oh, 2. Someone who has learned how to do the right thing and mind-controlled emotions and resorting to logic. It's the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. So this is being able to... Did it come in the conscious mind? It came in the conscious mind. This is being able to overcome our mental space. Coming into the height of our mental space, allowing ourselves to move in truth, allowing ourselves to fly truthfully, not being embarrassed to be our truth. His sword is down, so he doesn't want to wound people anymore with his thoughts, with his mental space, with his words, with how he has learned to be, being the sword space. It's knowledge and wisdom. So we learn how to be a certain way as a child, and this is changing it into the truth of who we are as a person, not who we were taught to be. Now, everything is in the conscious mind. We have the 9 of Cups that we're not looking at, and we have the 8 of Wands that we're not looking at. We're not looking at how do we make our own happiness. We're not looking at how to communicate to the universe to create our own reality. This weasel is trying to get the honey. Now that's going to cause a stir. Sometimes we have to take action, even if our actions cause a stir. This is all... Okay. I have 12 cards out. 5, 6, 7. I have 7 major arcana out of 12. I have 1 court card. I have 1 ace. And these other 2 are like the ends. We're not looking on how to close out these cycles so that we can begin again. Ace. The numbers are 9, 2, 8, 1, 5. 17, 18, 19, 25. Oh, this is the missing piece. So I'm born in 1975, and I always feel like 25 is the missing piece. Something happened at age 25, and now something's happening again at age 50. It's a double up. I like this double down going on in the beginning here. 9, this year, something is going to be revealed. 9, 9, revealed on how to lead with what I have learned. Other people are going to be in this frequency as well. Well, he's wearing his heart. She's wearing this oyster, which is the pearl, which is the what is of value. What she's teaching is of value. It's connected. It's connected to source. It's this lilac lavender color. It's very nurturing. She's got this loyal companion, and he has been with her for many years. This teaching took a long time to learn, and it has brought a frequency of loyalty that you can pass on to the youth of today. Okay, this is where I'm going to leave it. My name is April. I'm available for personals if you like my style. I do Reiki and can scry. If you want to send me your coffee cup grinds and stuff, I can do that for a small fee, and I'll give you a nice big printout of what I see inside. To do coffee grinds, you drink your coffee. You have to have it with ground coffee, so there's some in the bottom, so there's like soot. You don't drink your last sip. You swirl it in the cup to get the cup all covered, and then you turn the cup upside down on a saucer, or you turn it upside down on some kind of surface. I'm going to want the saucer or whatever you turned it up on, the plate, whatever kind of thing. And then when you take it off, put that cup somewhere so it can drip dry and get like, I have double sinks, so I put it on the double sink so it can air out and dry up, and leave it. Just leave it alone and let it dry, and then flip it over. Take a picture of the saucer, take a picture of the cup, email me both, and I can do scry for your own coffee cups. If that interests you. I did a beautiful one for myself today, and it was, what, 4 paragraphs long. Email will be down in the description box. Have a great day. I love you. You're worth it. Go ahead and do the thing and be in a timeout so you can review your shadow and strip away what doesn't belong to your light.